What's up, everybody? You join me inside of what I think is the best executive sedan that's on the market right now. And I say this with a lot of pride because I can't see anything like it in the market. And I mean, right now you only have two executive sedans on the market, essentially. You've got this BMW 5 Series as well as the Mercedes-Benz E220 diesel. Because A6 somehow nowhere in sight. So, BMW 520 diesel, cue the music. The BMW 5 Series, especially this 8th generation, it's getting a lot of slack in terms of how it looks, right? And looks are very subjective. I mean, somebody at one stage says that the rear looks like a Mercedes-Benz, somebody said it looks like a Toyota Corolla, and I still can't see it. But looks are subjective. I think it looks really good. Obviously, I think a lot of people are still tying it down to the maybe that F90 or F9, I can't remember the code name, I'll put it on screen, but that F Series 5 Series, which I think was also one of the best looking 5 Series, right? But this is not bad, and obviously because this design is electric design first before internal combustion engine. So you can see on the exterior that, I mean, the i5 looks exactly like this, and on here you'd actually think that on this 520 diesel, you'd think that the grille is closed, but it's not. It just opens when obviously you start to drive. So that's that electric first design. And at the rear you get obviously the closed off exhaust tips, because obviously the i5 also doesn't have any exhaust. So all those things, but that a really nice diffuser at the rear. These 20-inch gold wheels on here are like gorgeous. I mean, I drove to Durban recently, and I think this is such a Durban gangster spec. The gold accents across the car just makes it pop out, and it's not too much, and it works perfectly with this color. It works really, really good with this color. So I think it looks really good. I mean, you think you're driving something that's probably like 2 million rand or something like that, but here's the funny part. This car starts at 1.2 million rand. The exact car that I'm driving is spec'd to 1.3 million rand. So think about it, 1.3 million rand, the Honda CR-V, 1 million rand. So at 300,000 rand, and then you're getting a F520 diesel with greater fuel economy, a greater engine, and greater, yeah, everything basically. So that's just to put it into perspective. So a lot of cars that come into that 1.2, 1.3 million rand bracket, but for what BMW has done here is incredible. And the fact that it comes with an M Sport body kit as standard also makes it worthwhile. So where, you know, Mercedes-Benz are giving you that E20 diesel, but it's an avant-garde at 1.2 million rand, and you must still put on the AMG body kit. So that automatically makes it jump to 1.4 million rand without having to tick any other options too. So I think BMW have definitely won in pricing and the package that they give here. I really, really do enjoy this car. So in terms of the nitty-gritties and everything else, this is a 2-liter turbo diesel power plant, 145 kilowatts and 400 odd Newton meters of torque. It's paired to an 8-speed automatic gearbox, which is really silky smooth. It's got this mild hybrid technology now in here, and what I really like about it is that when you come to a standstill, if I just go into efficiency here, there's also a lot of modes, but we'll talk about that. When you come to a standstill, whatever it is, the engine switches off, but you don't really feel that the engine is switched off. So that is, I think, one of the most less intrusive start-stop systems that are currently on the market. I know Mercedes-Benz also does it, but I think there's just something about this. And obviously when you're coasting, the engines are shut off and then you can do whatever you're doing. So it's a really good mild hybrid technology that they have in here. And obviously the elephant in the room, how does it fare in terms of fuel consumption? When I drove down to Durban, I did 4.7 liters per 100 kilometers. 4.7 liters per 100 kilometers. BMW claim a 5.6, I did 4.7. And right now I'm currently doing 5.3. My drive back was 5.3 liters. Driving back up from Durban all the way to Pretoria, and that's obviously, you can feel you're climbing up from the coast to the Highveld. So I don't know what they do, but BMW definitely know how to win with diesel engines. Like, there's nobody for them. So yeah, and what you have in here is a massive screens in the interior, obviously massive screens, BMW operating system 8.5, which is, I don't know, there's a lot going on. Obviously every company is trying to run away from buttons, right, to save money. I don't know how I feel about that. The one thing that frustrated me till I found out there's a shortcut is the auto start stop. I kept going inside the system to obviously drive, and there's so many icons as well here, so like it's frustrating. You need to know what you want if you're going to be looking for stuff, because there's a lot of icons, and I don't think that makes it simpler for the user. They just need to have something simple, man, not too many icons like this. Also, like, there's too much going on. But then you also have a swivel control dial on here too, if you don't want to be touching and driving. And that auto start stop, you can switch it off by this button that's on here. So I threw a fit the other day for no reason. Operating, you got Apple CarPlay and Android Auto wirelessly. You've got 2 wireless charging ports on here, 2 USB ports type C's on here, 2 in the rear, and then 2 on the seats as well. So total of what, 6, which I think is quite cool. Illegal turns. So that is quite cool. A really cool steering wheel. It's chunky. BMW make these chunky flat-ish bottom steering wheel, which I think are quite cool. It doesn't feel light at all, regardless of the driving mode. So that is cool. No heated seats, Oaks. But anyway, glass roof, no part. It doesn't open. It's just a glass roof, which brings in a lot of light. So that's quite cool. Obviously, I'm sure it adds a lot of weight, and I don't think you would then get that in the i5, but I'll confirm once I get that on test. It's just a great package for kids also. Like, there's a lot of room in there. I think what I would then do is just spec some screens on here, and then the kids can just watch whatever they watch, because why not? And yeah, comfortable seats, really, albeit not heated, but they're electrically adjustable with memory function. The tailgate is also electric. You've got a Harman Kardon sound system in here, but it doesn't sound as good. I have to, like, I don't know, I think this is just a base Harman Kardon, because BMW and Harman Kardon, they're doing Harman Kardon in every model now. So I don't think I think what you want is the Bowers and Wilkins, because that is where obviously it's much more premium, and that's what BMW are doing. So you don't really get a base BMW sound system anymore. I haven't seen that in a lot of cars. You just keep getting this Harman Kardon, but it's not as crisp, man, that you used to get back in the days in terms of Harman Kardon. So if you want something, just go for the Bowers and Wilkins. A lot of ambient lighting in here. The nice thing I like about this, so I come to a standstill and I put on my hazards, then the entire dash just lights up to show you that, you know, which is quite cool. I do like that a lot. So it's just little things that are gimmicky, which I like. And you've got obviously curtains and whatever it is for the privacy and the sunshades, etc. So yeah, guys, what do I think about it? I honestly think that it's worth the price tag. It's such a sucky thing that everybody now is going SUVs, but yeah, Oaks, let's keep these sedans alive. I think it's really worth it. But it's, yeah, I think this is essentially the last petrol powered or internal combustion engine 5-seaters will ever get, because obviously we've seen what the i5 does and all that stuff. So yeah, Oaks, that is about it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to keep liking and commenting and subscribing to the channel. We want to touch that 5,000 by the end of August. We're on 3,800. Let's do 5,000 by end of August. Don't forget to also use the link in my description on the pop-up banner to get a code for any of your BMWs or whatever cars that you drive from Naked, and you could save you some money. Until next time, guys, thank you. It's been lovely. Peace out.